Hey everybody, it is Scruffy, and as you know, I try to get some educational content of some kind every once in a while onto my YouTube channel. Well, with the news of New York City elections coming up for mayor, and the guy, Mamdani, has thrown his hat into the ring, as they say, and the concern about who he is and what he represents and what his ideas are very radical, extremely radical. And then, of course, this thing with, what's his name, Omar Fatah, running for mayor in Minneapolis. We're starting to see more and more people from Islam stepping up to the plate to run for office, whether it's in the Senate, the House, like Ilhan Omar and Tlaib. And we're starting to see more and more of these people getting into office positions. Now, there's an argument of whether or not there should be any concern. And there are those who are ex-Muslims who are not interested in the religion. And then there's those who are saying some intentions of what they plan to do, like this Omar Fatah and Mamdani. Both of them have talked about their intentions. They have similar ideas, similar thoughts about how they're going to rule as mayors, which is contradictory to the United States Constitution. America is, if you don't know this already, I'm sure you already know this. America is a constitution republic. And we are a capitalist nation. We are not a socialist or communist nation. So anyways, I just want to mention a couple of things here in case you're not really privy to what's going on. There is a ideology, a political side of Islam, and it has hooked up with communism or Marxists. And the alliance is called Red Green Alliance. Part of their ideology is to rule as it would be communism, Marxism, and the religious and political side of Islam. So you can look at kind of like how Iran has been governed. That would be a bit of an example. So we're starting to see that already taking place in other countries. Islam has been around for 1,500 years and has been slowly gaining popularity and control over different countries. I believe there's 50 countries now, after all that time, and still going. There's 2 billion Muslims in the world, 2 billion, and growing. By 2050, it'll grow to 2.8 billion Muslims in the world, if not more. They are producing children much faster and many more than any other group of people in the world. More than the Chinese, even more than the India population. So we got to bone up on what is Islam, really. What is Sharia law? What can we expect to see with these people getting into our government office seats? And you don't have to believe everything they say, because they can lie to the kafir. The kafir is the unbeliever. Kafirs are anybody that does not believe in Islam. And they have the right to lie to you if you are a kafir. Now, this Omar Fetta in Minneapolis has been seen, I've seen it myself on video, talking pretty weird stuff about white people. Very concerning. And the reparations, etc., etc. So you might want to check that out and learn about what he proposes and what Mamdani proposes, because they're aligned in the same way. They believe a lot of the same stuff. Check out videos on YouTube of people doing their own videos walking through the cities with Islam. I saw a video today. It was originally on Instagram, and it showed all these cars parked on a highway, blocking a section of the highway, and it was all Muslims, and they were calling for jihad. So if you find that, check it out. It's insane. And this was near Pennsylvania Avenue. Pennsylvania Avenue in the eastern part of the United States, Pennsylvania Avenue, which is, I believe, towards the White House, and they're blocking the off-ramp. So there's concern, you know, and head on a swivel, please, and be prepared for whatever is going to happen, no matter what happens, whether it's a hurricane or earthquake or flooding or whatever. Please be prepared. And also, you know, this is another thing to prepare for. Be educated. Be well educated, because things are moving very quickly, even with President Trump in office. Things are moving very quickly. And we see what's going on in United Kingdom. We see what's going on in France, Sweden, Germany, Netherlands. So we got to keep up on what's going on. You don't want to be caught off guard, because it's coming in fast and furious. Okay, and Bill Warner here. Check out his videos. Bill Warner, PhD. He is an expert on Islam, the political side of Islam especially. He talks about what Sharia is. And you might want to check out his videos, because I'm still learning. And I remember after 2001, I think it was around 2002, 2003, I went to the library and got got myself checked out a Quran that had notes on the bottom so you can understand, a little bit what they're talking about. Commentaries. And check it out. You may not be able to understand the whole thing, but, read what it says. Look for books at the library or bookstores, about Sharia law, political Islam, etc. Be educated, so that if you are ever confronted with these people, be able to, stick up for yourself and know, be educated, because they will tell you a whole lot of lines, okay? Know what you're talking about. Anyways, that's it for now.